read the question clearly and make a picture in your mind. What is it? There are two towns, A and B. Okay, and in these two towns there is a regular bus service in between them. So if this is town A and it is town B, there is a regular bus service from A to B as well as B to A, and the buses are leaving after every t minutes. That means the interval after one bus gone, the second bus will come after a time t. Now keep like say after 30 minutes or after 60 minutes or after 2 hours one bus, then the second bus comes after 2 hours. That period is t minute. Okay, so what will happen? From A, buses will come, first bus will go, after that t minutes later second bus will go and third bus will go. From B also on this side buses will come. Okay, and what is happening here? There is a cyclist, a man who is cycling from A to B. He is going from A to B. Cyclist is going from A to B. So then now there are two types of buses. One buses which are going in his own direction, A to B, and other buses which are coming in their opposite direction. Okay, and what happening is the cyclist sees buses. Okay, after every 18 minutes along his direction. That means the buses which are going in his own direction, one bus comes after 18 minutes the previous bus has gone. Okay, and what about the buses coming in the opposite direction? The buses in the opposite direction comes after every 6 minutes. That means he see one bus here, then after 6 minutes he see another bus coming in his opposite direction. We need to find out speed of the bus as well as the time period between them, the interval between them, the actual interval between them. This is the picture. So read question again, try to draw some diagram like this so that you can understand it better. Now let us understand how the bus is actually moving on the road. See, consider this is the first bus. The first bus is here, and this will start and will travel forward. So when it travels forward, then second bus will be ready for its start. So the first bus goes like this. It goes like this. Okay. Now assume that the speed of the bus is v. If you take a speed of bus as v, then we must know what this distance is. What is this distance? We take speed of the bus as v. V is the speed of the bus and the interval as t. So in that period, this bus can travel a distance which is v into t. Okay, so the first bus here, the second bus here. The distance between them is vt. Now after the interval, what will happen? After the interval, the second bus will start. The first bus is already on the road, second bus will also start. Then you will see the third bus ready to start. So after some time you will see three buses, two on the road, one is ready to start, and the distance between them, between any two buses is v into t. So this bus also is equal to v into t. Here the size of the bus is neglected. Okay. So whenever you see buses on the road, the distance between any two buses in the same direction will be v into t. Any two buses in the same direction. The same thing will happen from the other side also. From B to A also you will see so many buses on the road, distance between them will become equal to v into t. So this is what you will see on the road after some time. You will see so many buses on the road, and this is A and this is B. Distance between any two buses is v into t. That's an important point to solve this question. Now you have a cyclist going from A to B. Now you have your cyclist going from A to B. So I am representing cyclist like this. So the cyclist is going like this. Okay. So what happens is that he has buses moving in his own direction as well as buses going in the opposite direction. So this is how he moves. Speed of the cyclist is given. that is 20 kilometer per hour. This is called speed of the cyclist. Now how to tackle these things, like objects are like the cyclist and some type of buses are going in the same direction, and the cyclist and the other type are going in the opposite direction, same direction and opposite direction. So how to find out a relation between the distance, displacement, etc. So this we will study separately. See here, I am showing you two buses going in the same direction as the cyclist. So these buses are going in the same direction. Arrow marks indicates the direction of motion. I call this as bus number 1 and this is bus number 2. Now cyclist is near to bus number 1. Bus number 1 just overtook, so they are in the same location. Now what will happen? Cyclist is slower than the bus, so bus will go forward and the second bus will come. Okay, so the motion will be like this. At a particular instant you will see the two buses going in the same direction and the cyclist near one bus. After some time what will happen? The cyclist will go forward on the road. The two buses will also go forward on the road, and the first bus will go ahead and the second bus will reach the cyclist. So this is the situation after some time. Now look at the second bus. The second bus has to travel how much distance? If the second bus want to reach the cyclist, then the second bus has the second bus here. Second bus which was here, second bus which was here is now here. So second bus moved a distance, say I can mark it like this much. This is the distance moved by the second bus. Okay, call it as distance traveled by bus. And the cyclist who was here in this position, okay, he moved forward, and that is the distance traveled by the cyclist. Call it as SC. Okay, so distance traveled by the bus and the distance traveled by the cyclist. I am talking only about the second bus. The second bus which was here has now reached this point. So the distance traveled is there, SB. And the cyclist also travel forward. So what is the relation between those two distances? Watch carefully. The distance traveled by the bus to reach the cyclist is actually the distance traveled by the cyclist plus the distance between the two buses. That's the point. So mathematically we can write distance traveled by the bus equal to distance traveled by cyclist plus the distance between the two buses. This is an important point. Okay. Now consider the cyclist and the buses going in the opposite direction. So there are two buses. Distance between the buses is V into T. We studied that earlier, Vt. Okay. So bus is moving, cyclist also moving. After some time what will happen? After some time you will see the buses moved and the cyclist moved. Cyclist now reached the second bus. When cyclist reaches the second bus, you should know that both of them are moving. So from the initial position of the cyclist moved forward, and the bus also moved in the opposite direction. That's why they met. Now this is the distance traveled by cyclist, this is distance traveled by the bus. And if you add these two things, what you get? Distance traveled by cyclist plus distance traveled by the bus is actually equal to the distance between the two buses. You can see that one. The distance between the buses Vt is the sum of these two distances. So this is the second equation that we mark. So we have now two equations, which are the first equation for buses moving in the direction of the cyclist. What we got is we wrote S of the bus equal to S of the cyclist plus Vt, and second one we got Sc plus Sd equal to V into T. Now I think we can solve this question. Now once you have the concepts, the solution will become very easy. Okay, first of all let me take for bus moving in the same direction. Buses moving in the direction of cyclist. What we can see that there is a time given 18 minutes. What is that 18 minutes? Is a time taken by the cyclist to see one bus after the other one. Okay, during this time bus is moving, during this time the cyclist is also moving, and we have this relation the bus travels a distance which is sum of cyclist plus the distance between them, and SB is the distance travelled by the bus in this 18 minutes, and SC is the distance travelled by the cyclist in the 18 minutes. Okay, so we can say SB as, I don't know the speed of the bus, so I'll take we have taken it as V into, let me take it as 18 minutes, because you can get all your answer in 18 minutes equal to cyclist has got a speed 20 into 18 minutes. You can convert this minute into hour by dividing it by 60, so there is no problem in the unit. Both sides you are dividing the same thing. Okay, T plus V into T. That is the first equation that you can get. V into 18 by 60 equal to 20 into 18 by 60 plus Vt. Okay, now this you can solve. Next one is for buses moving opposite to cyclist. When buses are moving opposite to cyclist, the equation we got was SB plus SC equal to V into T, and SB is the distance travelled by bus, and the time now is 6 minutes. Okay, V into, you can write 6 by 60, you can convert this into hour, plus SC, cyclist has got a speed 20 km per hour, so into 6 by 60 equal to V into T. This is the second equation. So now you have two equations. First for buses going in the same direction, and the other one buses going opposite to the cyclist. Okay, now you can solve these two to get the answer. Both V and T can be solved. The first equation can be rewritten like V into 18 by 60 minus 20 into 18 by 60 equal to Vt, call it as 3. I took the first term on the right side, this side to that side, so it's become minus. Now you can see third equation and second equation has got same right hand side, so their right hand side are both Vt, so you can equate the left hand side. And you can solve it like this is this equation right hand side, okay, is equal to this on the left hand side, so you can equate like this, and you can see all that 60 in the denominator will be cancelled because it's common, so that you don't have to worry, the 60 will cancel everywhere. Okay, so we have V into, you have 6V on the left side, you have 6V plus 6 into 20, 120 equal to 18V minus 360. So rearranging, you can take this 6V to this side, so that will give you 18V minus 6V. This 360 can be taken to the other side, that will become positive 120 plus 360. So this will give you 480 equal to, you can see this will give 18 minus 6 is 12V. So you will get V equal to V 1240, 40 km per hour. So that is the speed of the bus. Now if you want to solve, if you want to find out the time taken, you can use this value of V in any one of that equation. We have the first equation V into 18 by 60 equal to 20 into 18 by 60 plus Vt. Okay, but we now know V is equal to 40. We have proved that V equal to 40. So substituting that, you'll get a 40 into 18 by 60 equal to 20 into 18 by 60 plus 40 into T. Now you can see that the only unknown thing is T. All other things you know. Okay, now you can solve it. How to solve this one? You can take this term to the other side. Okay, so that will make it easy. So if you take that term to the other side, you will get 40 into 18 by 60 minus 20 into 18 by 60 equal to 40 into T. You can simplify this. Left hand side you can see 60 is common, 18 is common, so you can say 40 minus 20 common into 18 by 60 equal to 40 into T, and 40 minus 20 is 20. Okay, so that 20 can cancel the 40 on the other side. So this is 20 into 18 by 60 equal to 40 into T. Okay, so 20, 60, you can get 3 goes in 18, how many times? 6 times. Okay, so you'll get a 6 by 40 as equal to T. So the time you got is you got T equal to 6 by 40, or this is actually equal to 3 by 20, but this is in hours, and you can convert this into minutes if you want. Okay, and for that you multiply this by 60, so this is nothing but 3 by 20 hour. 1 hour is 60 minutes, so this will be into 60, and you can see that 20 goes here 3 times, 3 into 3 you will get 9 minutes. So your final answer is that the speed of the bus and the time, that's what asked. Time between two bus is 9 minutes, and each bus go with a speed of 40 km/h.